This is the demonstration video showing how to use autofx strategy. The first thing you'll want to do is go to your portal, which is located at assembla.com. That's assembla.com. Once you're here, you'll want to click login in the upper right hand corner. This is the account information that if you don't already have an account, you were sent an invitation when we started the project. So you'll enter whatever account information you created here and log in. Then you'll see a list of the projects you're associated with. In this case, we're looking at AutoFX. So here we see all the tickets open for the project. If we go to the Wiki tab, we can see the instructions for installation. There's another video which covers testing live. This video is going to cover installation and historical testing. So to install, we just follow these instructions. We go to the Files tab. We download the latest release, 2804 in this case. Once it downloads, we install the file downloaded. So I'm going to go to my installation here, and then I just choose the defaults. During installation, I have to enter my portal login information. That's this prompt here. So this is just the same information that I use to log into the Assembla site. So I just enter that information, click accept. Installs my strategy, then it installs TradeLink. When it's done, it says completed. So we are done with installation. Go back to our instructions. Let's do a historical test with Kadena. To start Kadena, we go to Start Programs TradeLink and choose Kadena. Step 2 is to locate tick data. Here's our Kadena instance. Locate tick data, start programs TradeLink tick data. Okay, if we have recorded tick data previously, we'll see it located here. If this is the first time we've installed TradeLink, we won't see too many files, but we'll want to look for Walgreens 2007 September 26th, which is what we're going to use in this example because you'll have that. So here's that file. Once we've located it, we drag and drop the file to the Kadena window. So I just grab it and I drag it over to Kadena, and then I get a little plus icon, and you see it appears in the title bar. Okay, next we need to load up our strategy. So to do that, I click Add Response in Kadena, then we browse, and then we browse to the location we install our project, typically program files project name, and then we look for project DLL. So I go to Add Response, Browse, then I go to Program Files AutoFX, because that's the name of my project, and there's my project.dll file. Then I get a list of strategies. I'm running this with Kadena, so I'm going to choose a historical test, and I'll just do the regular historical. Now this is the first time I'm running this strategy on this machine, so I get a registration error. You'll notice there says if you receive a registration error, we copy the registration code to the clipboard, and we do that by just selecting the code, right-clicking and choosing copy. And then we edit the wiki page on this portal, which is the AutoFX users page here to on the left. So if I open this page, there's an AutoFX users. I can see the registration codes which are allowed to run the strategy, so I click edit. Then I can just paste my code in. And I'm going to put a note that says what machine this is for so I don't forget later on. I save it. go back to our instructions. I save the page, I restart my strategy, and the message should go away. So let's load up Kadena again. Okay, since I've already browsed to my data, I don't have to drag and drop it. I can just go to the file here. It remembers the last locations of things that I've loaded. So here's my Walgreens September 26 from 2007 tick file. Just load that. And then the same thing for responses. It remembers the last response I loaded. So here's autofx DLL. And I'll just choose the same autofx historical. And you can see we don't get the registration code error anymore, so we were able to register, and then we get the list of options that the strategy uses, the same ones that we get when we trade it live, except there's just different defaults. So is live is turned off, is historical is turned on, this is the CSV file we're using, etc. So I'm just going to choose accept. And now we're ready to run through the strategy. So the next step, we've looked at the pop-up list, we adjusted our pop-up parameters. Now we right-click and choose a time to play our strategy to. So I just right-click and I'm going to play through an hour at a time. So this tells me some information about my strategy. Here's all the settings it uses. It set up our sessions based on the times that we have in the CSV file, and then it found the symbols in our CSV file and subscribe to those. So we'll just keep playing through. Now we're at 7:45. Now we're at 8:57. Okay, so we entered a session, and then it spit us out the value of all the indicators at that session. So I can go to the Indicators tab and see the same information. Here's all the values of all the internal things in my strategy. This messages window is the same thing that you would see in the messages window in ASP. And then over time I can see if additional indicators get added, I would see them added here. So that's it. We're only going to have one session here because we only loaded up 1 day's worth of tick data. But that's how you use AutoFX with Kadena.